Nate here. Today my expat lifestyle is in Pattaya, Thailand. I'm going to be walking from the Tuk Kham Mall down towards the beach area, and I figure you guys could walk with me, take a little venture about. So Pattaya, Thailand is a really cool spot for your Western amenities. You generally have, when you go to areas where you have high proficiency of English, obviously in a country that's not English speaking. Hello! But when you basically have three different areas when you go to a foreign country that are great for English speaking, right? When they're not an English speaking country. Your Philippines, their government language is English, so you get English everywhere, some more proficient than others. But when you go to areas like Thailand, Laos, Vietnam, even Eastern European, your main areas are going to be like your tourist areas. So they're projected by the government or by business in order to bring in as many tourist people as they can. You know, if you're thinking like Bali, Boracay, those kind of areas. Secondly, you have your major cities, your business areas. Places where most of the English speaking is done because there's a lot of foreign business. You know, think Hanoi, Bangkok, Jakarta, areas like that. Your third is your party areas. So areas that are known for kind of Las Vegas style debauchery. They call them like your sin cities, right? Well, Pattaya is definitely a party city. In fact, many might call it the most party city in the world. Now, with all three cities, you're going to see an increase in price. But your largest increases in price are actually going to be in your tourist spots, right? Because you not only have that as being a central focus for everyone who wants to make money to come and get it from the foreigners, you also have an entire industry developed around trying to overcharge those foreigners and accumulated additional income for the people that work there. Your business areas, obviously, that's another reason why you're going to be having an increase of price, right? You have some of the wealthiest people. If you go to a large business district such as Gangnam in South Korea, it's where the rich people go, right? That's where everyone's driving Mercedes, showing off their fancy suits. So obviously, that's going to increase the prices there. Third, you have these party cities. Now, the prices generally remain pretty low. This is more for long-term guys or guys who are in the know or kind of coming to party and do one thing only. But Pattaya also is very well known for being an area where bodybuilders from Europe like to come. And one of the reasons they come here is because the ability to obtain certain medicines are easier that help your weightlifting progress. The excellent gyms at affordable prices and a beautiful beach environment. Plus Thailand, with their strong following of Muay Thai, they're really healthy people. You know, they get a lot of work, they're outdoors a lot, spend a lot of time outside getting that vitamin D. So it's a real great spot if you want to come and work out for a month or two, party a little bit, meet some nice ladies. As we're getting closer to Walking Street, you can see we have some more massage places, some greenery cafes or stores. And now normally I would never record out here at night. It's just inappropriate. This area, no, but once you get into Walking Street or some of the other streets that are less public friendly, you don't really want to record out there. Plenty of guys do, but in my opinion, they're kind of turds. That's another personal thing for me too, is I don't like recording people without their permission. So to do a walk and talk is one thing if I'm just walking by you and I catch you, but to be standing somewhere or sitting somewhere or walking down an area where I know they don't want to be recorded to record that just seems like a real shady thing to do. But as I say that, I'm reminded that it's kind of a boomer way of thinking that I have. There's literally like 3 cameras on each corner of that intersection doing surveillance. So the fact that I would be walking around with a camera is not really, I think, that big of a deal. Reminds me of, I used to really like watching this guy's series called Surveillance Cameraman. He's probably got like a 12-part series, but he just literally goes in recording people with a camera. And when they react to him, like he either says nothing or he just says, "Oh, I'm just doing surveillance." And it really points out the irony of how everyone is okay with being surveilled from all these stationary cameras. But if somebody were to walk up with an actual camera and put it in your face, well, you get to see the way people react. It's not too nice. But it really brings out that irony of that if there was a man behind all these surveillance cameras, we would not be a happy population. But because they view them remotely and there's nobody to complain to, it's just kind of the norm. So I have to keep that in mind when I record, that it's relatively normal for people to be recorded. I'm still gonna do me and have my values about it, but I'm not gonna judge others on what they do. Now things here look very different during the day as opposed to at night time. It goes on and on and on for probably over a mile, and they have an Indian section at the back, and down multiple of these roads, the little offshoot side roads off of Walking Road, you'll have a bunch of bar areas, party, nightlife areas, go-go's, bars, beer bars. So it's a pretty neat spot to come out and party at night. This is just one of the side roads. I said there's got to be at least 15 or 20 little offshoot roads that go back to the main road, where you walk down at night and you got the motorbike fellas and the ladies working at the bars trying to call you in, let you know that you're a handsome man, that they would love for your patronage of their building. We'll take you through here in Tree Town during the day too. At night, it's totally different as well. All these bars are open, tons of people on the side, tons of ladies trying to greet you in. But I will address, before any of the morality police start commenting, "But I don't want to be around drinking or loose women." Well, that's fine. You're never going to get away from other people who like to drink or be promiscuous, right? But the cities are great in the fact that there's infrastructure. And you don't have to go drink. You don't have to go smoke. You don't have to be loose, right, with your body. But it doesn't stop the fact that there's a giant infrastructure here for you to enjoy. There's plenty of little shopping malls, plenty of little areas you can go to. You have a very robust public transportation system. You literally have this city as a jump-off point to go to all the islands and different towns where you can catch the ports in the islands. And you can make use of that without making use of the debauchery and sin. If you want, up to you. So this area is actually super, super cool at night. It's a bar complex that stretches there to Second Road and Central Mall. And then if you come all the way to the end, you'll see that you got this road here. Let this car go on. But you'll see you got this road here of beer bars that stretches down, and there's some real nice spots here too. They have it set up where, so above that, it's like a little turnabout. Like I said, really great. There's probably 30 bars in that little strip there. And then if you come walking down here, you'll see you got more bars, but it looks like a couple of them are open. So I might not end up doing any recording at all. But cool little spot to come chill, plenty of folks.